welcome back. This one is going to be a little bit different. This is my first live audience show. Everyone scream. This also is in my kitchen. It's a bit nicer than my kitchen. So today we are going to be doing a very simple bread and butter pudding. This is something I've been doing for years. My mum taught me how to do it. It's pretty simple. A few things you're going to need is obviously beer. You can't do anything without beer these days. The next thing you're going to need is some old bread. Give it a bit of a knock to see how old it is. The older the better. If there's any mold on it, just cut it off and put it in. There's no stress with that. Then you also want some butter. I forgot butter for this recipe, so I had to very kindly ask my friends, even though the title is a bread and butter pudding, I forgot the main ingredient. Shit luck. Then you're going to want some raisins, just to sprinkle in a little bit of extra goodness in there. Doesn't matter what type of raisins, there's fucking raisins, it doesn't matter. Then some sugar. I personally prefer Demerara sugar because it just adds a bit of extra caramelization to the top. You can use white sugar, but like I said, it's not as good as caramelization on the top. You're also going to need some milk. This milk. Then, and some eggs. 4 eggs, or however many it takes to fill up the bowl. Free range, obviously. Anything else?
Beer.
If you wanna,
Beers.
if you wanna add a bit of extra spice, have some cinnamon in there as well. It just adds a bit of extra flavour. Adds some more dimension to the dish. Oh, big words. Also, again, like in the last one, you need an oven. You want to preheat it to around 180 degrees, and then just let that get nice and warm whilst you're preparing everything else. So I'm going to do that one. How do I use this one?
Nice. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, that's like.
No, that's a lie.
Just the 2 clicks or 1 click to the right.
That's it.
On
Is it
the
on?
Yeah, I think you're good there.
Yeah.
It's probably on.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So with your bread, you want to just chop it up into sections, and then you want to put it into your dish. Make sure you grease the dish. This one comes pre-greased from the brownies. I've definitely washed it since. Yeah, you just want to chop up the bread. There's nothing to see here, it's just cutting bread. I like who you guys are.
Good job, buddy.
I should have had a bread knife for this.
I've never seen such cutting before.
I feel like I'm in an infomercial. You cut your bread like this. Have I got a knife?
We have a bread knife.
Where?
The jar.
In the drawer where...
No, maybe inside the dishwasher.
Maybe it's dirty.
Or that one, yeah.
Or there.
No, one there.
Yeah.
Probably the dishwasher.
Ah, that's better. Just give it a turn and jam it in the dish. It's been so long since I've done this.
I have a friend whose name's Dish.
Huh?
I have a friend whose name is Dish.
Does he get a lot of dish jokes?
I don't know.
I don't think this bread's gonna work. It's pretty shit.
Good call.
I've cut too much bread. Okay, cool. So now you've chopped your bread up. It's now in a dish. Have a beer break here to keep yourselves hydrated.
Cheers.
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 Beer break, everyone. Cool. You guys. Okay, so now you want some sort of mixing device. I'm just going to use this jug because it's going to be easy to pour the goodness on. I also need to melt some butter, and I already have my pan ready here. Yeah, so when you're melting butter or chocolate, it's really important that you don't just put the butter straight into the pan because it has a tendency to burn on the bottom and get all crusty. So a really good way of doing it is boiling the water in the pan and then putting a pan or another bowl on top. So in the water, the steam is actually the stuff which is melting the butter. Pro tip.
How much butter in liters are you using?
That much.
Faster speed.
Yeah, exactly. It depends on how much bread you're using. It's all I can't think of the word. Subjective. There we go. Oh no. Glasses change. Yeah. This is the stuff you don't normally see, but I'm walking around thinking what I'm doing next. So, yeah.
Yes, the live audience.
Yeah.
It's
You have like the never seen before footage.
yeah.
Okay, so now the butter is melting and now you have the bread inside the tub, the next thing you want to do is get some kind of mixing device, and you're going to want to mix your sugar, raisins, cinnamon, eggs and milk into it. It doesn't really matter about words. It doesn't really matter about the measurements, about the weight and measurements. Just jam it all in. The more the merrier, and it'll probably still turn out good. You don't want to be using too much cinnamon either, because that is quite a strong spice. Sugar. You also want to save some sugar to sprinkle on the top, just so then it gets a bit crispy and tastes good. That'll do. And then some milk. Yeah, that'll do. Have a swig for luck.
Whose milk was that?
That was mine.
You know, it's a share house when people ask that question.
This is like a really shit protein shake in the morning.
Yes, that's fun.
So now you have all your goodies in your jug. Just want to give it a wee mix. There we are. Lovely. Alright. So the butter's melted, we've had some beers. We're now going to pour the butter onto the bread. So, change of camera angle.
Nice.
Whoa! Professional! Woo! So we have our wonderful bread here. So then we're just going to pour our butter onto the bread. Don't look at the camera whilst you're doing this, because you'll end up messing it up. There we are. That's probably not enough butter, but it'll do. Make sure to turn the oven off so you don't burn the house down. How the fuck do you turn this off? I'll do it later. Now, what you want to do is get your lovely mix and just pour it over on. Oh, I made a mess. This is my kitchen, so I don't have to clean it, right? There we are. Then just sprinkle that all on. There we are. And that's it. I'm joking. That's not it. Okay, so now you've put the mix on top of the bread. You just want to mix it all in, push all the bread down so the bread all absorbs it. If you haven't quite got enough milk in there, what I recommend doing is just getting some milk and then just pouring it. And then just pouring it on to the mix like so.
That's a clever thing to do. Shouldn't that be cream, full cream, not semi-skimmed milk?
No, because you have the butter to add the extra flavour from the you get from the 3% milk.
Not in Scotland.
We're not in fucking Scotland now, are we? This ain't Agus.
What happened to Fatty's feet?
Have you seen how much sugar we've put in it? So now that we have all the mix on, you just want to sprinkle the sugar on top, like so. So then it just gets a bit crispy.
Oh, that is speed, sugar, strength, yeah?
Exactly.
And glorious
then,
forever.
bit faster, yeah. And just put some. Oh, that's
Oh, now you're caramelizing the sugar on the plate there, I can see. Yeah, that's.
yeah. That's all fine.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, that's probably fine. So now you're just going to whip it into the oven.
Smoke effect on the side there.
Pardon, sorry? Pardon?
Smoky effect on the side there.
Yeah, that's just some special effects I added in post. just to add to the extremeness of what we're doing here. It's definitely not, the hot plate is still on. Okay, so now we're going to ram this lovely dish into the oven for like
Grab it.
45 minutes probably. And then we'll be back in 45 minutes and this much beer. Alright guys, the pudding's been in for like 45 minutes-ish now. It's probably ready. The good way to see if it's ready is if everything on the top has caramelized, and then when you shake it, it gives a nice firm wobble. So you're going to want to lift it out, put it on a heat-proof cloth, and then you just want to let it sit for half an hour, maybe a bit less, just to let it cool down, and just to let it collapse a little bit so there's not as much air in. Cool. What are you doing? I haven't walked in yet.
We're practicing. You have
Alright. What happened to the GoPro for the second angle?
Is your video gonna get copyrighted with the music in the background?
It's not monetized. I'm drinking beer, using a knife, and swearing. TOC, don't like that.
Put it down first.
Why won't this work? Cool. Walk in front of the shop. Yeah. He's getting alcohol, so it's fine. Not done. Beer break.
Is this when we try the beer?
So let me try the beer.
Score!
Score. That was shocking. That was such a bad effort. I apologise, everyone. I'll do better next time. The butter's still melting, so yeah, we just wait.
Break.
Some stand up. Man, the snow today. I don't know where to go from there. Shit, a stand up.
What are you actually making?
Bread pudding. Were you not listening?
No.
No.
Morphine's kicking in.
Huh?
That ruins the fun.
Okay.
I'm sorry, did you pay for those marshmallows in the cinema? Then you'll have to ask you to leave if you haven't.
The show sucks.
And then the cinnamon, I prefer to put the cinnamon on top. You guys can talk, I don't care. Just because then it adds to the crystallization and caramelization
Crystal meth?
with the sugar.